Paul is encouraging us to live the life worthy of your vocation as signs and images of the love of God. He asks us to do with what we often find really hard to do, to bear with one another. And that might be easy when you've got really nice people around you and they're lovely, and so it's really easy to follow that injunction, that encouragement, bear with one another. But when we're around people who perhaps are not as easy to get on with as we would like, we still have to bear with one another. Even though we might make excuses like, I don't have to bear with this person because they're not very nice and therefore I don't have to bear with them. But the reality is, because that's what happens, sorry, just to pause, that's what happens. That's what happens when we sin. When we sin, we give ourselves excuses why it's okay to do what we're going to do. It's okay to do this because this is the way I am. That's the way they are. Whatever it is. Therefore, I can behave badly. So we're still to bear with one another, no matter how the other person is or how I'm feeling, with charity, selflessness, gentleness, and patience, to preserve that unity. And all of this, the love that others might see how they love one another is I can't remember where that is in Scripture, one of the Gospels or St. Paul. It's important that people see how we bear with one another. Selflessness, gentleness, patience. In my head, I'm thinking of Sunday. So I don't know if anybody was here on Sunday. Anybody who was here on Sunday, maybe at the 11 o'clock Mass? Stick your hand up if you're 11 o'clock Mass, okay. So 11 o'clock Mass, I was preaching about love. I don't know if you remember, I just preached about love and how important love and service, that's what I was preaching about. And you know what happened after Mass? Some of the people that had just been to that Mass did not treat each other with charity, selflessness, gentleness, and patience. And it was to people who are not churchgoers that they behaved that way. And so we had somebody coming in tears, Father, your parishioners, X, Y, and Z. And we're to be people of love. And we can hear these words of love in here. And then it's as if there's a magic, whatever happens, as soon as we leave, go through those doors, everything that's in here is forgotten, and we revert to people of the world who act without gentleness, without patience, without selflessness, and without charity. It's so important that what we experience in here, what we hear in here, is lived out there. So we're here asking the Lord to give us his word here, which is love, and himself here, which is love, that we might love one another with complete selflessness, gentleness, and patience.